Hi, we're here together today, myself and Brother Uuka Elegba of his own backyard community garden. And we're going to talk about some things that are related to our garden today. I'm Tony Muhammad. Brother Uuka, you're also growing foods in your backyard as a part of our community food network.
Yes.
And so why don't you share a little bit about your experiences so far and just any ideas that you'd like to share with our participants on our blog about food networks and the importance of growing food in your backyard.
Yes, it has been a wonderful experience. Currently, right now, I am planting cucumbers, and initially, we had a situation where we had to turn over the ground, and that went real well. Right now, the garden is really doing well right now because I can see the flowers coming out of the cucumber plants, and I expect to see some cucumbers in the next few days.
Wow, that's so awesome. I mean, I really love the concept of community food networks because when we started, we actually have about 2 other members right now.
Right.
And we just wanted to give everybody a chance to at least grow something in their backyard, and we had to decide who was going to grow what, and after some conference calls we came up with the idea to everybody grow these different types of food.
Right.
And what we do is we come over to each other's backyards and we kind of help out.
Exactly. And I think it's a wonderful thing to do because one of the things is in that spirit, it comes out this the principle of Kuumba and Ujima. Ujima, collective work and responsibility, where we work together because in this situation what we have right now, especially in this dire economy, we can see that it is very rewarding to grow your own food to become self-sufficient. And that was the thought process for us to not depend on grocery stores and so forth because we know that we have the capabilities of growing our own food.
Oh, Brother Uga, I think you said a mouthful because certainly, I mean, just the concept of having food in your backyard. And I know we talked about possibly having a community garden, but because we don't have the land right now where we can all come together and work together, we just came up with this idea, just us talking about it. And really, it was your idea. And it was an excellent idea that we all just have gardens in our backyard. And from what we produce, we share it.
Right. And I think the thought process comes from Booker T. Washington. Sometimes that concept of drop the bucket where you at, you just do it. Because of the concept, what you said earlier, as far as like we didn't have the land, but we knew we had land in our own backyard, so we needed to take advantage of that land, and then also it gives us something to do to see what can be done in our respective yards, so that we can bring this concept to a larger situation somewhere down the line.
Oh yeah, definitely, because already Brother Ron Nichols, who is really our mentor and works with Southern University Ag Center and is also a master gardener and a Ag County agent, has really guided us through this whole process.
Yes.
Told us what to do, what not to do, how to cultivate and work our land, and just really played a pivotal role in making sure that everybody knows what they're doing. So it's important to have someone who actually knows what they're doing.
Exactly.
To start this process, right?
Exactly, and I think that it's definitely been very beneficial. I can speak from a personal standpoint. The last time I had a garden, I had gotten some expertise from Brother Ron, and that was very beneficial. And I think that this concept is a little different because now we have a group of us doing it. It was one garden. Now we have a group of it, and we want this concept to continue building. So in the future, we want to have several yards involved in this whole process.
Oh yeah, because that was the concept too that Brother Ron and I talked about. Actually going to other person's homes, and maybe, you know, those who have an interest in this, of course, and showing them how to do this. But certainly, I think our blog is going to be most helpful. So now, Brother Uka, let's look at some of the things that we have growing so far. And you know, I know you grew okra the last time.
Right.
And so, just looking at our okra here, you want to zoom in and see how our okra has really grown. And we have some flowers coming out still.
It's looking real good.
It's looking real good, Brother Uga?
Yes.
So how would you say our okra is faring compared to what happened last year with your garden?
I would say it's faring real well. I mean, considering the time, because I know the time when you first started with the garden and stuff like that. I see that everything seems to be going real well. Actually, to be quite honest with the situation, I think that it's going a little better than I anticipated, but it's doing a real good job, and I think that with the hard work and the level what I've been hearing from you, you know, y'all been putting a lot of hard work in there, making sure that it's being properly fertilized. I think that everything is going to go real well.
Well, we got a couple of pieces here, so that we actually went on and harvested, and according to Brother Ron, Mr. Nichols, he doesn't want us to let these okra get too large, because he said they tend to dry out. So he recommended that we start picking them as soon as possible. And of course, we harvested another piece of squash, but we have some more over here that's actually getting ready to be picked. And of course, our tomatoes are just really beautiful and green, and we're just hoping that some more of them are going to turn beautiful red like this one. And we're just waiting on them to come to harvest. All right, well, thank you for joining us for this episode of Star and Crescent Garden and, of course, Community Food Network Systems, and we'll see you next time.